It's called Expo Jamaica 2010. As with Morgan and Paulette Roden are here, they are the co-chairpersons of the steering committee of Expo 2010, which for years we had this under another name. Good morning to you both and welcome to Smile Jamaica. Morning. Before it was what, the JMA, JEA?
Expo.
So why the change?
Well, you know, in previous times, good morning first of all, yeah. In previous times we've, you know, the JMA and the JEA have hosted the event, and it was titled the JMA JEA Expo, and our international buyers, you know, it's an international show, so international buyers always complained and queried why the JMA JEA, what is the JMA JEA and whatever. So we've decided that we wanted to rebrand, bring it to international standards, and hence Expo Jamaica.
Okay, and what happens at Expo Jamaica 2010?
Well, Expo Jamaica is going to be a showcasing of about 150 companies showcasing in 200 booths, approximately 2,500 brand Jamaican products. We are saying brand Jamaica products because at the moment Jamaica has taken the world by storm in all avenues, especially after the Beijing achievement. And what we're finding that there's a great demand for the Jamaican products. It is going to encompass 15 sectors, which is very good because you have everyone in the arena under one umbrella showcasing at one time. This is enticing to the buyers because we find that when they come into Jamaica, it is a little tedious for them to go from place to place trying to find the products. So those who are actually in export will be available in the arena for the 4 days.
Right.
Yes, for 4 days.
Is it normally a success?
Yes.
It's a big success. Actually,
success.
Expo has had a rich tradition. We've had some 40 shows since 1971.
Yes.
And to date, it can be considered the premier trade show of the Caribbean. Yes. It certainly is the premier launch pad, I would consider, for any local business, manufacturer, anybody in the productive sector, service provider, for them to come and showcase their products. I mean, we have some 20,000 people coming through the event over the 3 days, which we'll host, of course, on the 17th to the 20th of June. And we have last show we had over 200 buyers. I think so far, Mrs. Roden can give you a little bit more detail, but we've had close to 100 buyers already registered for the event.
And both your companies are involved?
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Sorry, we're not calling it JE. I've been a patron of the Expo for so long, I'm still stuck on the name. Expo Jamaica is a huge event. You mentioned 4 days, but not all 4 days are open to the public, correct?
No, 2 days are restricted to buyers only, the 17th and the 18th. And we're emphasizing to the local buyers to try to register and come out. We find that the local buyers are slightly hesitant. They don't register and they come through on a Saturday and Sunday, and sometimes they're a bit offended that they say, oh, no one was there to give me details. But we find that the Saturday and Sunday is mainly for promotion to the consumer. And if you're dealing with the consumer, you can't deal with the business persons.
And it's quite a few consumers.
And it is a lot of persons in the arena, and it's not conducive to speaking business at that time.
Let's look at the consumer perspective for a moment. When they hit the trade room floor, they're going to come early in the morning because they need parking and they need to get access to all the freebies that you give out.
Yes.
What can they expect when they see that on the showroom floor?
Well, like we've done every year, we have a big plan to raise the bar on the exhibits that we're presenting, the whole show environment, just the whole presentation of brand Jamaica, and you know, from all the exhibitors. I should mention that we had a deliberate a deliberate strategy to push back the show. We've had it traditionally in May, most years, the last 2 shows.
April, May.
And we pushed it back to June to coincide with the Jamaica Diaspora Conference. And there are a few other major activities going on at that time. So,
okay. And you couldn't have done this without some sponsors, could you?
Definitely.
No, definitely.
I must mention that some of those companies that have stepped to the table and put their money where their mouth is, the Jamaica Public Service, a long-time sponsor, Grace, the National Commercial Bank. You know, you need your bankers alongside you. Lime have stepped in, a new sponsor. The Ministry of Industry and Commerce, and they should be commended also. Lithographic printers and the Exim Bank.
Okay. When is it? It is June 17 to 20 at the National Arena. And there's a cost to me to come in?
Yes, a very minimal cost. But for more details, I can go to expojamaica.com.jm. Encourage all the purchasing managers from all the hotels and the owners and anybody in business to come out and pay. It is the marketplace, you know, the place to be.
Thanks very much for coming in.
It's so
appreciate
pleasure.
Mr. Aswad Morgan from the Morgan Group of Companies and Mrs. Paulette Roden from Crimson Dawn. And their companies will be on show also. We take a break. When we come back, we say congrats again and have a chat with a couple of coaches who won boys and girls championships. So come.